Alright, so based on your first impression, what do you think of me?
I feel like you just disappoint your parents so much.
So, do you think you'd ever hang out with me, maybe?
No, never.
Ever since I was a little kid, my dad would tell me how important first impressions are. He always tells me I should wear nice clothes and comb my hair, but I don't. So what my goal for this documentary is I'm going to explore first impressions, and if that first impression should be a real reflection on who the person is. I'm going to give you the perspective of a stranger, of my father, and of my friend. I'm also going to take you a little bit into my life so you can get to know me better and see if your first impression of me really matches who you think I am at the end of this documentary. What first impression do you think I leave on people?
Unfortunately, Luke, your first impression sometimes is not the best that it could be. You have unkempt hair, you like long curly hair, you wear concert t-shirts, you look like a little bit of a derelict. I know you're not, but unfortunately, that's what people see.
So being my father for 18 years, you've gotten to know me pretty well. Would you say this is true or not true, and why?
It is most certainly not true, Luke. You're a kind, caring young man. You've studied hard all your life. It's been important to you to always do your homework. You have an uncle that's in a wheelchair who you look forward to helping and taking care of since you were a young child. You've done for him. You're going to college for nursing, to study, to help people. So no, you most certainly are a good person, not a derelict.
When I was a kid, my parents weren't around too much because they would work during the nights, so most of the raising of me was done by my uncle. And my uncle is a quadriplegic, and he's still a very active person, and him being that way really installed the thought process of always do your best no matter what situation you're given. That really reflected my personality, I think. I got good grades. I played sports. I was pretty good at them. My 9-year-old baseball team won the state championship. Really, I was just a typical kid, nothing really extraordinary about me.
I used to play baseball in these fields. Wonder if I still got it. Yeah, it looks like I still got it. So, what was your first impression of me?
When I first started talking to you, it came off as kind of a quiet guy and wore weird clothing, just shorts all the time, just band shirts. I didn't really know what to think of you. You just kind of looked like just a abnormal guy.
Okay, but now that you got to know me, how has your thoughts of me changed?
I think of you now as a really nice guy, and although you might dress weird and stuff, it doesn't matter because deep down you're just super nice and funny, and I enjoy hanging out with you.
Thanks for meeting with me today. Oh, yeah.
Now that I'm older, I honestly don't think I've changed much, even though my priorities have changed. I also started to play music and became less interested in sports, and my interest kind of went more towards music. I also think I kind of got worse at sports. I stopped making teams too. I also had to start thinking about a career, and all the careers I seriously considered all reflect my personality as being a kind person, I believe. At first I wanted to be a cop or mortician because I wanted to be able to help people in their darkest of times. Then I started to think about my uncle and how my relationship with him has been. Growing up, he was always there to help me, but as I got older and became more responsible, it became my responsibility to help him out with whatever he needs. And that got me thinking that maybe I could be a nurse, and currently I am enrolled in Rutgers University to become a nurse.
So you're my closest, most personal friend. You know more about me than anyone else I know. And I have to ask you,
What do you think of me?
Yes, I understand Jimmy is just a cat, but sometimes actions can speak much louder than words.
Hey, Jimmy. Oh.
After making this documentary, I see that I do give off a bad first impression on people, but I don't think I'm gonna let that change me. I'm still gonna wear the clothes that I like and keep my hair messy, regardless of what people think of that. And it's not because I'm arrogant, it's just because it's who I am. And if I change who I am just to make a good first impression, the person that I'm doing it for might just end up not liking me later on. And the people that I want to be friends with are the people that will look past my appearance and try to get to know me better before passing judgment. And before you go off thinking you have to change yourself to try to impress people, remember you don't have to, because you are a beautiful person.